ask you to go back in time and suggest or advise your younger self to avoid few mistakes, what mistakes would that be?
Sure. See, I referred this at the beginning of the discussion, that, obviously, I think every other article that I read today is all about Gen AI right now, right? And I think obviously it has a lot of promises, and there are certain use cases where Gen AI does a great job. But my advice to a lot of aspiring data scientists or people who are already in this is think from first principles, right? Don't force fit a problem to make it a Gen AI solution. Maybe there is a very simple and elegant solution and a faster solution or a cost-effective solution that you could possibly do without Gen AI, right? So I think, if I can refer to the Zen of Python, there are a few things that are mentioned there where it clearly says that simple is better than complex, complex is better than complicated, and if the implementation is hard to explain, it is a bad idea, right? So I think these are some principles that you might want to apply to your day-to-day work, right? I mean, if you cannot explain what you have done to your business stakeholders, right, they don't know the details of a loss function or what parameters you're optimizing or what is your optimization method. What they would eventually measure is whether it is increasing your conversion, or it is bringing down your out of stocks, or if it is acquiring new customers, right? They are looking at this business metrics. So whatever you do, you should be able to explain. And if you're not able to explain, then I think you have overcomplicated the solution, and that requires more simpler thinking and thinking to first principles, right? So applying product thinking has actually helped us a lot, right? And putting yourself in the shoes of a user, an end user, and thinking that if I build this feature, how will I help the user, right? Is it going to simplify their journeys? Is it going to help them get more loyalty towards us? So asking those questions are extremely important. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's important to ask that, why am I doing this, and what is the impact that this is going to bring, right? So it may be a very, I mean, for a lot of engineers and machine learning scientists, there are a lot of problems which are really the cool problem, right? But and they would want to solve for that because they would want to make sure that they learn it, and they probably can also mention about that in their resume. But it's very important to make sure that whether that is going to have a material impact in the business, right? A lot of companies, including Google's and others, they look at prioritization and look at use cases that will have 10x impact or moonshot impact, right, as they call it, right? And so I think those principles also apply to our day-to-day work, right? If it, I mean, it may be a cool thing to do, but if it doesn't have any business outcome or it does not impact business, I don't know whether it's the right thing to do. And so those are things that people usually call for. They look at a complex solution first, and because they feel that it is cool to start with a deep learning or a reinforcement learning method, while some of these problems can be so simplicity and thinking to first principles. Product thinking, like I mentioned, put yourself in the shoes of a user and then see how your feature or how your model is going to help. And obviously, at the end of the day, what is the outcome? Or what if you did not do it? What would happen? Right? I think that asking that question the other way around actually helps a lot. So those would be my advice and some of the learnings that I have had through my career.